The carpet wasn't black from the factory is what you're telling me?
This was unlike anything I've ever seen.
Yeah,
so.
For you guys to be involved in this, I think is really, really nice. You guys are going to make somebody's life, you're going to completely change somebody's life.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Brent, and today we have by far the grossest car that we've ever worked on, but also the craziest transformation that we've ever made on a car, because when you guys see the end result on this thing, you're going to be mind blown. And also, as you just saw, we have the new owner's reaction at the end of the video. But the backstory on this car is really why we took this detail on. Now, the person that you just saw in the intro, he is the new owner of the car, and this car was previously owned by someone who was a hoarder, and she is getting help for that now, and we're very glad that she's seeking help for that problem, because I deal with very bad anxiety and panic disorder myself, so I know how hard it is to seek help for mental issues. So it definitely makes me very happy to know that the previous owner is seeking help for this. But the new owner, Parker, is doing something really cool with this car, and when he reached out to us on Instagram, we instantly said yes, because we 100% wanted to be a part of what he was going to do. He basically bought this car, and what he was going to originally do was scrap it, but he actually watches our videos, and he thought that he would reach out to us and see if we wanted to do something together that would actually be good for the community. And I mean, this is 100% his idea. This was not our idea at all. But what he wanted to do was take this car, completely transform it, and then give it back to somebody in need, somebody who doesn't have a vehicle to get to work every day or go to the grocery store. So he wanted to give it to someone completely for free, but knowing that, we really wanted to help him change somebody's life, so we threw in some extra stuff just to make that end result even better. And I mean, you guys will see it through the entire video. And we also did this entire detail inside and out completely for free. So hopefully you guys enjoy. And with that being said, if you guys could help us get the video out there just by taking a second and hitting the like button, that really helps us. And also, if you're not subscribed to the channel, take a second, hit that subscribe button. But I want to hop into the question of the video, so leave your answers in the comments below. I'm curious how long you guys think it took for this car to get into this condition. So how long do you think the previous owner went without cleaning it for it to get like this? Leave your answers in the comments below. So for the exterior of the car, we didn't really do anything too crazy, but I mean, these rims were completely messed up from sitting for so long in brake dust and everything. So we wanted to give it a good clean, and the paint had a pretty decent layer of dust or dirt on it. So we just wanted to make it presentable for when he came to pick the car up. And then also with cleaning the engine bay, he does plan on doing a little bit of work to it. So it'll make his job a little bit easier to do. And nobody likes working on a dirty car. And I'm coming back a little bit later to revise that, because now that I'm thinking about it, that's literally our job. So I guess nobody but us. So to help start breaking down some of that grime and dirt covering the paint, we went ahead and covered the entire car with some paint safe degreaser, and then we went ahead and power washed it after. Now, we did do some stuff off camera, but finally moving on to the interior, which is what a lot of you guys probably came to see. We started by removing the seats, and I mean, underneath it was just absolutely disgusting. I mean, what we're looking at, I've never seen in a car before, but I mean, we're definitely down to take on any kind of challenge. So taking out the seats is the first thing, and then going ahead and removing all the trash and then vacuuming it and tearing apart the interior was pretty much our first thing on our list to do. And of course, what is a disaster detail without some dead bugs? So we actually did an Instagram live when this car first came into our shop. And by the way, if you don't follow us on Instagram, go follow us. We post a lot of good content. But anyways, I asked them a question over there that I want to ask you guys. Leave a comment below. How much money would it take for you to detail just this center console, not the whole car, without gloves on? I saw some comments from the people on Instagram. They were saying like $700, $500. And I don't understand that. I would not do it for less than, I don't even know how much money it would take, but how much for you guys to detail just this part of the car with no gloves on? Now with the carpet all vacuumed, the next thing we did was pull it out completely. That way we could actually use the pressure washer on it and continue cleaning it. And we knew it wasn't going to be 100% perfect, which is why I actually reached out to Foster at Mad Detailing, because I know that he has some experience with carpet dyeing, and we wanted to give it a try on this car to make this carpet look brand new. So the first thing that we did was completely clean it. I'm not joking, you guys. We spent probably an hour and a half to 2 hours just cleaning this carpet over the course of 2 different days. So on this day, we gave it a good clean, and then we let it sit for 4 days to completely dry out. and then we extracted the entire thing again, which I didn't film, but we did do, right before letting it dry for another day and then dyeing the carpet. So you obviously want to make sure the carpet's as clean as possible before you dye it. Otherwise, you're just spraying carpet dye over gunk and you're giving the person a dirty carpet. So we wanted to make sure it was clean before we made it look good. And check out the disgusting water we sucked out of this carpet.
Got a good whiff of that one.
Now, with the carpet being clean, this was the first time that we ever dyed a carpet, so let us know how you guys think we did in the comments below. But anyways, because we're in a parking garage, the first thing we did was make sure we had good ventilation. We have a really big fan near us, so we turned that on. And then Foster told us the first thing that you want to do when you're dyeing a carpet is to spray the carpet down and then use a carpet brush to get those fibers to feel like carpet again and work that paint into them. And then you go over it again. And if any of you guys are looking to dye carpet and you've never done it before, the spray paint that we got was from AutoZone, and it was a vinyl and carpet paint, I believe. I don't know exactly what it was called, but you can get it from AutoZone. It's not super expensive, and as you can see, it does an amazing job. once all the seats were done, it was finally time to move on to all the interior plastic stuff. So we started by spraying it down with a degreaser and power washing all of that mold and everything away that was so disgusting. And then afterwards, we put it on our table and we used our steamer, all-purpose cleaner, and a bunch of other stuff to get them completely clean. And once we were done with all of that, it was time to reassemble the car. And while RJ was putting a lot of the stuff back together, I cleaned out the trunk. I pulled out the spare tire and did all that off camera. But we put the car back together. We cleaned the windshield. We dressed some of the interior plastics, and this car was good to go. And again, we have the owner's reaction at the end of the video, so you don't want to miss that. Make sure you watch all the way to the end. But if you guys enjoyed this transformation and you think we did a good job, please feel free to leave a like on the video. It really helps us out and shows us that you enjoyed it.
All right, guys, so we're here with Parker, who is the gentleman who found this car, brought it to us. He actually drove that car in that condition 45 minutes from what, Ravenna?
Yeah, gloves on.
Yeah, so he found the car, and he is doing something really nice. He's gonna, after we just detailed it, he's gonna go ahead and repair it and then give it away to someone, which is, in this day and age, finding people like you is few and far between. So thank you for being a good person, and that's why we were happy to do this, free of charge, just to help out with the cause. So couldn't have done it without you. But he was just mentioning to us that he's flipped, what you said, like 100 cars or so.
Yeah, I've owned triple digits.
And
cars.
This one's the worst that you've ever.
This is the worst thing that I've ever driven. Yeah. I mean, I've driven some really sketchy vehicles. I've driven death traps. I've driven cars that I was like legitimately afraid to drive home. And this thing, by far. Like, I was like, I thought about wearing a mask. Like,
I think anyone who saw the interior of the car would totally justify, you wearing as many masks as you wanted.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of cars. There's actually only one other car that I can think of that I worked on that was even comparable to this one, and it was another Hoarder's car.
Yeah.
And she had actually bought groceries and then passed away and left the car in the garage for 3 years. So I knew what we were dealing with beforehand, and I made sure to actually let that sit outside for a little while until we got it into the shop because, man, the smells that came out of this car
I know.
were nuts.
Dude, it was bad.
But dude, I've detailed a lot of cars, and I think this is top 3 best transformations that I've ever been a part of as far as the interior goes. We're really proud of this one, so we're hoping that
I'm excited.
You're excited as
Yeah,
well.
I'm excited.
I will go ahead and give you these keys right now,
All
and
right.
then let's go take a look.
Cool. All right, it's moment of truth, all right?
Yep.
Dude, no way. Dude, there's no way. But it says heated seats in it.
It does.
I didn't even know that it had heated
I
seats
was
in it.
actually going to tell you, so the buttons, I pulled them apart, I cleaned on the inside and everything, and they are sticking. So I actually left those unplugged, just in case someone were to hit it.
Yeah.
So you probably just need to change out the buttons.
Yeah, that way nothing happens.
Yeah. But
Wow, dude, I am...
Parker, we probably have
Look
15.
at the carpet, dude! Holy crap.
Yeah, we probably have 15, 16 hours into this thing.
The carpet wasn't black from the factory is what you're telling me?
No, it was black from whatever this woman did to
Wow.
it. So, and honestly, we hope the best for that woman if she's still around. We hope she gets help with her hoarding issue because it definitely, this was unlike anything I've ever seen.
Yeah,
So.
working in real estate is it's kind of interesting. You meet a lot of people, a
Yeah.
lot of different walks of life, and you know, I'm glad she's getting help, and I'm glad that I have the opportunity to kind of give back to somebody. You know, I work in a lot of low-income housing, so I work with people, I work with families, man, that have, you know, a husband, a wife, and an 18-year-old kid that all work, that all share a car, and they all have to work different shifts.
Yeah.
Because they all have to share a car, so it's one person's on first shift, second shift, third shift, so they can all actually pay their bills and make their life work.
Right.
You know, so the ability to give something like this away is amazing.
This was, the other car was more of a hoarder, while this one was like a hoarder plus grease and grime and dirt.
It was terrible. I don't know what happened to it. I mean, you guys are magicians. This is unreal. Seriously,
You can see the
unreal.
video. It definitely wasn't much magic. It was just a lot of elbow grease.
Dude, I was, you know, it actually sucked because when I first got this, I was like, okay, like this is going to be something good for me. I can give this back to somebody and I can kind of help somebody. Actually, I'm sorry, it's my my phone alarm for work going off.
No problem.
But I was like, you know, I'm really excited to kind of give back to somebody and kind of help, you know, my community.
Yeah.
And I took a couple looks at it after I got all the trash out of it, and I did not know what to do with it. I'm a brave man, but this is
I guess that makes sense.
Dude, that was bad. I don't have the resources. I don't have the time. I don't have the skill.
I
you
guess
know.
that somehow makes us brave by association.
Dude, you guys killed this seriously. This literally looks like a new car. I mean, you can't see stains. I mean, the carpets are gray.
Yeah.
Like, this is
We actually
unbelievable.
We actually cleaned the carpet. I don't know. We probably spent a good 2 hours on the carpet, and then we went ahead and re-dyed it. So there was a lot of staining that was not going to come out with any form of cleaning. So the best method at that point was to re-dye it. But
Dude,
it turned out really well.
Dude,
so.
I'm blown away. Seriously.
Oh, Parker.
This is unbelievable. I appreciate everything
Of
that you guys
course.
have done, and you know, for you guys to be involved in this, I think is really, really nice. You guys are going to make somebody's life. You're going to completely change somebody's life.
Well, you've inspired us to actually search out, you know, a car in similar shape. Hopefully not as bad, but we would love to get back to the community as well. So, thank you for your kindness and generosity.
Absolutely. No,
And
seriously, you
it
guys.
was an absolute-
This is fantastic.
It was a pleasure.
Yeah.
And without further ado, thank you all for watching. If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you want to see more videos, subscribe to the channel so you never miss another video. And yeah, thank you guys for watching.